This is weird.
Not my camera. That's my camera. Not your camera.
Rosie, I feel uncomfortable. It's like rotating the mattress though. Sometimes you just got to flip sides.
Yeah.
So that way then you don't get like a groove somewhere.
Yeah. It's healthy. It's good.
Also, why mattresses are so expensive?
Why is everything so expensive?
Yes. Yeah. Because billionaires. Get fucked. That's what today's episode's about. Just kidding.
Because capitalism.
Because capitalism, which we are a part of, unfortunately. What episode is this? Episode 5.
Shit.
Yep, this is episode 5. So welcome back to episode 5
Nice.
of the Big Sip. Cheers, we're still going. Still doing it, you know. Might not be on time always, but
well, we're here and the audio is getting better.
hopefully, because I did do a test run today and it looked like it was fine. You never know because technology never works like it should.
Yeah.
So
It's Murphy's Law.
Yep, anything that can go wrong could go wrong. Could go wrong.
Will go wrong.
Will go wrong, yes. Oh my gosh.
All right. Where are we going to start?
I don't know.
Capitalism.
Consumerism.
Inflation.
Inflation.
Billionaires. Work. Live, love, laugh.
No, it's live, love, try not to commit suicide. I want to kill myself. That's my best Kermit impression I've got. Kermit, I want to kill myself. I don't.
Oh no, Kermit.
Kermit after Miss Piggy got a new boyfriend.
Wasn't it Kermit that did Miss Piggy wrong?
Yeah, he got a new girlfriend first, and then she dated some other dude, and then even the Muppets have drama.
Yeah.
That's how you know we're fucked in the head. Like, that's how you know humans have gone really wrong, because now we're like making up Muppet drama to sell the views of Muppets.
It worked.
It did work, but everything that I have learnt about the Muppets as an adult is against my will.
Yeah, well, you know, consumerism.
Consumerism, yes. Oh my God. Okay, so, which brings me to these jeans. These brand new pair of jeans that I just bought. And I've got 4 others like it. And I don't know why I do it. I think it's mental illness or it's like short-term dopamine.
Yeah,
but I am addicted to shopping.
Yeah, yeah. It's retail therapy.
Yeah.
It is though. I think it's just like little short bursts of like dopamine hit. And as soon as I've got it, as soon as I'm home and it's out the bag, it's just like I feel deflated. Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed about what I've spent or what I've done. I'm like, fuck.
Or I get angry. I'm like, as if I just spent that much money.
Yeah, I don't need that.
But it felt so good at the time.
Yeah, and now I've got this new... I think for me, it's after I wear the new thing or after I use it once. And then I'm like, oh, great. Now it's worthless.
And how many times have you like thrown your clothes out and then a few months later, like you look at old photos and you're like, oh, I love that jacket.
Yep.
Where did I put it? And you're like, I threw it out. Why did I throw it out?
Why did I throw that out?
It just rotates back around. I'm like, I want it.
Yep.
I don't want it.
Well, that's like when oh my God, so Taylor's wearing this jumper and I was like, wow, I really like this jumper. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get myself one. Like, I love it.
I needed a sweater and I was just like, it is yours, sis.
Yeah. I gave it to Taylor because I didn't like it at the time. But then it's that thing of like, if I don't see it for a while.
You're like, shit, that is something I would wear.
Yeah. And you're like, because it is something that you would wear. Oh my gosh, yes. But I think it's really interesting, right? Because on the topic of like retail therapy, like there are many forms of therapy, which we kind of touched last week where we were talking about, you know, like therapy coming in all forms of like conversation with friends. But I also think that addiction is a form of therapy for people, which is really hard because you think of therapy as positive.
Yeah.
But I think that addiction in any facet is a form of therapy because it's numbing one's emotions or enhancing how they're feeling about something.
Yeah, or it's filling them like dopamine at that time.
Yes.
To escape whatever they're trying to escape.
Yes, whatever they're not like actively dealing with or what they're not feeling full
And just like with drugs, even though it's shopping, it's like there is a come down effect.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think like I would say it's like it's kind of like having a cigarette, right? It's fun at first and you enjoy it. And then after you've had the cigarette, you're like, yuck, that's disgusting. Why did I do this? You know what I mean? So it's the same, it must be the same sort of receptors as like...
Yeah, or it's also like that feeling of after having a cigarette, like you've finished it, now you're not doing anything. Like you're not distracting yourself by smoking the cigarette in motion.
Yeah.
You've finished it. And because you've just finished one and you know you feel dirty and gross and like oh, my lungs are full of smoke instead of
Yuck,
air.
what have I done?
But as soon as it's finished, it's like I'm looking for something else to do, or like,
Yeah, that's when I normally online shop.
or has it been an appropriate amount of time to have another one?
Yes, but that's the same thing with online shopping for me.
Yeah.
I think it's like I buy one thing and then I'll like go, oh, okay, but now I need this thing, and so I open up another website and I have a little Scrooge.
Yeah.
But I think that also comes down to marketing too,
Yeah.
from capitalism, like consumerism.
It's everywhere.
It was one of those things that, especially for us growing up, and if you agree, I want to know, because this for me was such a hard thing, especially growing up poor, which you would know too, is the age of Instagram baddies and influencers marketing everything at you all the time.
Yeah.
It was like, if I didn't have that Frank Green water bottle, if I didn't have the Kylie Jenner lip kit, if I didn't have all these things, I genuinely felt bad.
Yeah. Or like I was missing out. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm below others.
Yeah, I must be below others in society.
Yeah, I'm not worth as much, I think. And I think that comes with just that that childlike mentality.
Yes.
Because that's just what we've been taught for so long. Or you go to school and other kids get like the new school bags, new shoes every term.
Yeah.
Or like new stuff, and it's just like I'm rocking hand-me-downs.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still on the backpack from year 5. Like, it's got fucking Paw Patrol on it.
Or Dad would buy me a new backpack, and like I'd have to miss out on other things. And
Yes.
he'd have to work a double on a Saturday or something.
Yeah, just so you can afford it. Yeah, but it was that whole era, to bring it back to like capitalism and billionaires, that whole era made so many people rich off of insecurity.
Yeah, it still does.
Yes, it still does. And I wanted to talk about this too. I think the new age of marketing, of being inclusive, is just as damaging as the old style of like making you feel bad so you bought the thing. Because it's like
they put a new label on it, but underneath that label is the
same company, it's the same method. They don't give a fuck about you, really.
Yeah, no.
Like there was, I mean, I'm not going to name any brands because, you know, like, also if you see us getting that bag and we ever get a sponsor for this stream and you think this video and you think to yourself, fuck, but weren't they just talking about how they hate it? Yeah, we're selling out.
Everyone
We're going to talk about that after. We got to. Me and this bitch are in it for life. So if you see us getting our bag, shut the fuck up.
Just clap.
You'll
get your bag soon.
Yeah, we pray for you that you get your bag. Don't you worry. No, but I think it's I just see a lot of brands that I know really fed off of insecurity in women now have done the like straighty 180 backwards to like, ooh, suddenly we're all inclusive. But at the end of the day, it's like Victoria's Secret can't be all inclusive because they were built on the very thing of like models having eating disorders.
Yeah.
You can't undo that.
No.
Like I remember watching the
It's just gotten a lot more subliminal.
Yes.
And harder. It's not in your face anymore.
Yes.
It's
turned into
there.
They call it now toxic positivity. I don't know if you've heard about that. Yeah, so it's like toxic positivity where it's like you could be you too, but also drink these like super greens to make you glow from the inside. And it's like, so you don't really want me to be me, because what if me is like dusty and crusty and a little bit like flaky?
Yeah.
That's me, you know?
What if I enjoy an iced coffee in the morning instead of a fucking kale and spinach smoothie?
Yeah.
Let me live.
Yes. But that's where it's like, that's acceptance of everyone, of being like, we don't have one set way to market towards you or men or whatever. It's just being like, hey, this thing, if you need it, is here. That's marketing, I think, that would be acceptable to be like, oh, but that is all inclusive. It's like, you don't really need it, but if you want it,
it's here.
We got it.
Yeah. Not like you have to have this or like.
Fuck. It brings me to this is a good dot point that we have. That there is no such thing as an ethical billionaire.
Nah.
Would you say?
I agree with that. I don't think there is. I think to get to where they are with that much money, you got to be a little bit.
You got to be a little bit off your rocker.
Yeah.
No cheese on your cracker.
A little sociopathic.
Yeah.
You got to have no empathy for others. You got to have no compassion. You got to be like raw. You gotta cutthroat raw.
You got to be able to like fuck people over.
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
Yeah. like your own mum kind of like
Yes.
fuck over.
Well, a lot of them do fuck their parents over, which is really interesting. Like, most of them obviously like talk about being family people, and there's this real like push. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's this real push of like, and let's be real, we're talking about Americans here because there is a lot of Australian billionaires like Warren Buffett, but he's pretty good. I would say he does a lot of
Gina Reinhart,
James yes.
Packer.
And it's hard because I don't follow Australian politics as much as I probably should, I guess, because of the way that everything works. It's like my job is mainly like anything American. And so I'm always like Americans.
And I think with the internet too.
Oh my God, yes.
Influx with American politics.
What is with that?
I don't know.
How did they become the dominant like internet personality?
Yeah.
America.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I know more about their politics than my own.
Yes. Because it's...
I'm like, who's our prime minister? But I know their president. No.
Yes. Or I'm like, what's going on over here with like our military? But then I'm like, oh, yep, I know that the American troops are back in fucking Baghdad. Like, it's weird that we don't know what's going on here as much as we know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
That is weird.
The whole political spiel's a bit different.
Yes.
Well, like same with like campaigning and things like that.
Yes. Oh my God. Well, we were talking about that. Look, I'll come back to that because you raise a very good point there.
Yeah. Billionaires. There is no ethical such thing as ethical billionaire. Has there been any billionaires that have actually succeeded in marriage?
I don't think so. I don't believe most of them are on like their second...
They may be married for 20 years or something, but they get divorced.
Yes, eventually. And most of them are on their second marriage. Like they would have divorced their first wife just before they made their millions or just as they were making their first millions. And then they get remarried before they become billionaires and then it's like 20 to 30 years and then divorce.
Yeah.
But, let me know if that's wrong.
Yeah, do.
Absolutely, I don't want to be like...
I find that interesting because I just think, I don't know, to be that type of person and to get to where you are, you have to cut off your feelings at some point. Like you have to not care about others.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you next. Do you think that billionaires can't even feel empathy, and is it wrong to think that they don't? You know, because you said you can't. Yeah. They're a bit sociopathic, but I don't believe that they're properly capable of love.
No.
Because and that sounds so fucked up.
Yeah.
It does.
But if you keep peeling back those psychological layers.
Yeah. Everything points to being like off the...
Yeah.
You can't.
There's no love, real love there.
Yeah.
Maybe like a very shallow, or they may feel...
It may be a connection.
Yeah, it may... Yeah,
but
come and go for the, I don't know.
I don't know. When I make my first billion, I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll let you know how I feel.
Let you know how I feel. If I go a bit sociopathic, I'll tell yous.
Yeah. I just feel like you would get bitter along the way. And with money comes power. Power goes to your head.
Yes.
Egos inflate.
Yeah. And I also think that you wouldn't be able to trust, let's be honest, I don't think in this context we're talking about both male and female billionaires. I'm not being gender specific here. But I think with men as well, there is already a distrust in their partners when money's involved.
Yeah.
So it's like that whole, women are just after money and stuff. I think that would play a massive part on like the dominating male billionaires where it's like, even if she says she loves me, she probably doesn't.
Yeah.
She's just in it for my money.
Yeah. And also it can also be a power play for the person with money.
Yeah, with the money.
I don't care if you like me or not. I have the power because I have money. So I know you're going to stay with me.
Yeah,
because I have money.
So I can treat you however I want.
Yeah. I don't need you to like me for me.
Yes. Well, that's what scares me about money, right? Is that it ruins everything of the human experience in some respects. It actually erodes every like connection that we can have and overcomplicates things. It stresses people out. It causes, people kill themselves because they can't afford things or like because they are living in such poverty that that's their only way out.
Yeah.
But then also on the other spectrum, it's like billionaires kill themselves or millionaires kill themselves because they can't trust people. There's no real connection.
Yeah. They can't have any relationship with like depth without that paranoia or trust issues kicking in.
I know I'd be paranoid about everyone, about friends, about family.
Like, it could be your cousin like planning, like plotting
against you
for your millions. Like, I'm going to take this
That's
out.
like the family. I mean, like, shit, you don't even have to be a millionaire for that. That was like a guy around the road from here. Their daughter killed the wife first. She was like 80. Killed her, got away with it. They went home, then killed the dad the same way and then finally got caught, but it was all for money. It was all for her inheritance.
Oh my gosh.
Who does that?
Were they on drugs?
No. Nope. That was,
That's fucked up, man.
Yep, but that's what I mean. Like, money really does do weird things to people. So, I don't know. I don't think that they're all sociopaths. I think they all start out with good intention.
I think you start out with good intentions, but by the time you're at the top, you're so bitter.
Yep.
You've been cut yourself.
Yes.
You've had people try and stand on you or take from you.
Yeah.
And in turn, you go, well, I'm going to take what I deserve and more.
Yes, and more. That's the thing.
And
I worked hard to get here.
So by the time you're at the top, it's just like, I'm not helping anyone.
Yeah.
No one helped me along the way. I earned this. This is my hard work. I'm not sharing.
That's really important because it's what we were talking about where it's like, you know, getting friends and family to support you along the way or like the support that you get from, so like a big brand, if you started, you got consumers or like, for instance, this, have you heard about the Doja Cat drama?
No.
Okay, so Doja Cat, off her rocker at the moment. She's been talking, she's been talking about, I know, but not right now, we don't. She's dating somebody who's really toxic.
Oh.
Like by the time this is out, hopefully they've broken up. But he was a streamer. He was a streamer and he did some pretty like shitty things. And it's parasocial of me to judge her relationship. Like who cares? Maybe they're in love, whatever. I don't really want to spend my time thinking about Doja Cat's relationship. But she's dating somebody who's like actively done some pretty shitty things and it's like, well, fuck, that's stupid. Hope you get out of this, sis. But also...
Like, how bad though? Like abuse?
Like
bad?
messaging minors.
Oh.
Yeah, so just creepy shit. Just creepy man things. Not all men, but fucking some is.
How fucked is that? That is so normalised. You were just like, oh, like just messaging. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, you're like,
oh, again.
Oh, yeah, that's the usual. I thought you were talking way back. Yeah, no. Just messaging.
Yeah, desensitise. I thought you meant bad. Like, that isn't bad.
But it is bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's pretty fucked up.
But it just happens so often that everyone's just like, oh.
So anyway, she's dating somebody who's a bit fucky. It's not just a bit fucky.
Yeah, don't downplay it, sis. She's dating someone.
She's dating a freak.
That's a little pedo-y. Got pedo vibes.
Is a pedo.
All right.
You message a minor, you're a pedo.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. She's dating a pedophile.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, long story short, her fans are really angry at her for that. And they've been saying things like, we just want you to like say that you love us again. And she's been like, but I don't because I don't even fucking know yous and blah, blah, blah. And anyway, it's kind of like this like bittersweet argument of, well, she wouldn't be anywhere without the support of her fans.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she worked really hard to get where she was musically. So that brings me to another thing. When billionaires get to that point where they've made billions and they are like, I did it all myself, it's like,
yeah, but people had to buy your shit. People had to support you.
Yeah, it's like you either got really fucking lucky and you just found a gold mine in the sense of like whatever it was that you were doing at the time.
Yeah, or you were born into wealth.
Or you had a fucking upper hand to begin with and so it was like you could spend your time making fucking Microsoft, you know, Bill Gates, because that was your job at the time and then you just got lucky because you had the better software at the time. Like there were tons of other softwares being developed for computers, but
it definitely luck takes a big role in that and just good timing.
And I actually wonder why billionaires like find it it's like a hard pill to swallow for them of like, no, but it is luck. Like you did get lucky.
Yeah.
Because if you had have like maybe missed that one upload or you maybe missed that one thing or that one meeting or that one phone call, you would not be where you are.
Yeah. Or someone else blazed the trail for you and then you quickly executed it.
Yes.
Yeah,
you came in. Mark Zuck. Sorry. Facebook.
Or how many times did people steal Tesla's idea?
Yeah, my God.
He was the first one to think of it. You were just the first to execute it.
And he was the first one to want to give it away for free. And then everyone else was like, nah, charge them for that shit.
Yeah.
You want everyone to live a comfortable, happy life? Fuck them.
No way.
Make them pay.
Yeah. Capitalism.
And that, I think, was one of the like turning points, especially for American capitalism. But I'm not even going to touch on that because I know Americans would be like shuddering at the thought of an Australian talking about that. But I really do think that that's what solidified the path of like, no, it doesn't matter. Like we can just fuck over consumers. Like we'll make them pay through the arsehole for things. And, you know, especially because we could have had and I'm not even talking like environmental at this point, because like we can talk about that being like the different balancing act between conservationist and consumerism.
Yeah.
But it's like we didn't even get a choice in some of the consumerism that is damaging to our environment.
Yeah.
Like it was the way that was sort of already set for us, but there were other options that would have been both.
Yeah.
You could have made money off of more renewables or
Yeah.
whatever earlier on,
Yeah.
which now they're just only realising that they should be like peddling
Our
them.
government's still just like, coal! There is no
Fucking
other way.
Mining, mate.
Coal. And then Liz. Sorry. I forgot we were filming. I was alone.
Coal.
I was alone getting my Tourette's on.
Your Tourette's, where you
Tourette's.
hear something and you want to say it again.
Yeah, what
Coal.
what is that called?
Echolalia.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, yeah. I knew what you were talking about, but when you said it, I was like, nope, wrong one. Echolalia, where you hear something and you say it repeatedly because it feels good.
Yeah. Now I forgot where I was going with that.
That's ADHD, bros. Sis, because I'm going to stop saying bro.
Bro.
Bruh. We're talking about money. It's fucking bra time. Oh, welcome to the big sip, bras. Come here. Cheers,
You're talking
bitch.
about bruh.
Bitches and bras. Yuck. Now I'm just another man with a podcast.
Shit.
But yeah, like I think a lot of the stuff that we also get blamed for in consumerism being bad and being really bad for the environment. Like, yes, me purchasing the thing is actively adding to the problem. But if we had better recycling facilities that were better staffed, that were better funded, if we had much more educational things about how to like fix tech or how to recycle pieces. Like, I mean, if you break a cup, what's the first thing that you do? Put that shit in the bin.
Yeah.
What is stopping us as a collective from gluing shit back together again?
Yeah.
You know, like why is that seen as such a bad thing?
Yeah. And it sucks because the price of everything is hiked
Oh my
up
God, yes.
if it's like renewable or recycled.
Yes.
It's just like, what the fuck is going on? Not everyone can afford that.
Yes.
If we dropped the price and made it, you didn't have a choice. It has to be recycled
Yes.
or renewable.
Yep.
But the price is dropped so everyone can access or afford it.
Yeah, if my toilet paper is recycled and re-bleached and I gotta wipe my ass with that shit daily, you can fucking do that shit with cups, you can do that shit with plates, you do that shit with everything that like humans have to touch. And that's why I'm like, why are we not putting more effort and more money into recycling things, especially when it comes to like, I've always said this, it doesn't matter if I put my fucking recyclables in the bin properly, because if Jane up the road is a fuckhead and she puts like food waste in her recycling bin, that whole truck then goes to the tip.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I am doing the right thing because somebody else can fuck it up. But then it's like filtered down from government to be like, your responsibility, you guys need to do this, buy more sustainable, less plastics. And it's like, even if I did all that though, shit's still a bit fucked.
How about you as a leader, government, start paving the way?
Yes.
A good leader doesn't just go, oh, do as I say, not as I do. You fucking do it.
Yeah.
If you're a good leader, you set the example.
Yes.
And bring it down so it's affordable for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not like they can't fucking spare a little bit of money.
No, we just got $90 billion for like subs, but
yeah, no worries, mate.
no worries, mate. But you want recycled plastic? Nah, fuck
We'll
nah.
build that stadium in Tasmania for a few mil.
Yes.
But you
nobody
know,
goes to Tasmania. I think even the Tasmanians,
they don't even have their own team.
they've even said that they don't want it, I'm fairly sure. I was reading an article the other day that was like, keep this shit out of here. Like, we don't want people coming down here. And I was like, well, not like the government's going to listen now. They never have before. But
No, it's just, that enrages me when I hear like sports. It's just like, are you fucking serious? How about the homeless stuff?
oh my God. I can't remember what I was reading about that, where it was like,
Seriously, when we pay our taxes, we should all get sent like a little brochure of and tick what we want it to go towards.
Yes.
Because mine would not go towards fucking submarines or fucking sports stadiums.
nah.
No way.
Well, that's the other thing that it goes to too, is like, you know how, and this one's going to be interesting for the Americans, they don't know the stuff, speaking of politicians. I don't know why I did that. You okay?
You made me laugh. I was mid-swallow.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Oh no, I spit that shit straight out.
In this economy, recycle, reuse, reduce, baby. No. Is there such thing as a good politician?
I feel like this can like kind of come back to the billionaire thing. They might go in with good intentions, but by the time you're fucking out of there,
By the time you're up there, you fucked.
you're corrupted.
The only good one I think was Kevin Rudd, Kevin 07. And even then we didn't appreciate him while he was up there.
I don't think we appreciate any of them because we're like, boo, you suck. And then get someone else in. And then
it's
they
worse.
suck worse. So we're like, oh,
Bring
we
back.
want him back. Give it back.
That's how everyone, because I remember it was John Howard, then Kevin Rudd, then Tony Abbott. No.
Julia Gillard.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, Tony Abbott.
He was in for a bit.
And then it was fucking
That Malcolm Turnbull.
Malcolm Turnbull.
Fucking Malcolm Turmoil.
And then who else?
And then it went, did it go back to Tony Abbott?
I think it did for a tiny bit. And then it went to
Who is it now? Anthony Albanese.
Albanese. And he's all right. He's so far so good.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's because
by
we
all
had
right,
really...
we just mean like less evil.
Yeah. Yeah, like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
He's all
Not
right.
like he's a
I
saint.
don't think anyone should be saying about their politicians, yeah, he's all right. It's like you've settled. Abusive relationship, you've settled.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
I've
he's all
gone
right.
from him physically hitting me to just verbally abusing me.
So it's fine.
So it's better. He's better than the last one.
Yeah, so he's better. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's like, well, this one has decided to actually do wildfire burn off this year, which means that this year we won't be on fire, whereas like the last one we had didn't do that, and then the whole country burned for 6 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What is his
What's
name?
his name? Big glasses. Fuck. Oh my God. And he was the one that went to Hawaii while the country was burning.
Scott Morrison.
That's it.
I blocked him out. That's how bad
That's
that was.
how irrelevant he is in my mind.
No, I just, that was like a stressful 4 years why he was
Oh my
like,
God, that's right. Mm-hmm. See ya.
yeah, because he just like, and I don't hear anything about him anymore. Apparently he's like completely off grid now, which I would be too.
Yeah, I'd be
Catch his
changing my
hands.
name, go back to marketing under a new name.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah, that was wild. I forgot about him.
Fuck, ScoMo. Oh my
Yes.
God. Could have been worse.
Yeah, he said some whack shit too.
He was whack. Remember how he forced that person to shake his hand when
Yeah.
like their whole house had burnt down? He's like, you will shake the prime minister's hand or some shit.
Oh, what a fucking
When you're offered it,
loser.
you will shake the prime minister's hand. Yeah, it'll fucking break your fingers.
I would
Grab my hand.
spit in the Prime Minister's hand.
Yeah.
Even that's too much. Give it
Yeah,
back.
no thanks. You don't deserve it. I give that shit out not for free. No, but yeah, I agree. I don't think there is anything is like a good. I think there's better politicians or there's like lesser evils,
Yeah.
but I don't know because I think that once you get to a point where, and I've always, oh my God, this is going to be so.
But it is kind of like a fucking trap so that you can go in with good intentions.
Yeah.
Like we could go in and we would be corrupted because
Oh fuck yeah!
the big Labor and
No, I already know
Liberal-
I'd be corrupted straight away. Like you're telling me if another politician was like, I'll give you 100K to like sign this little piece of paper.
Yeah.
You wouldn't sign that?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah. Well, you got the two biggest parties and all the little ones. If they don't win, they all just go.
Yeah, they give their votes
Labor
to whoever.
or Liberal.
Yeah.
And then you just cannot beat it because then it's just like coal companies and stuff will
Yes.
be sponsoring you, and it's
Yeah.
just like if you're just like, well, no, we're moving away from mining. They're like, oh, well, there goes your millions.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
there
giving
goes
you
your
the
money.
sponsor.
Yep. Well, that's the other thing too. So American politics do it way differently to us, whereas like Americans, they have to lobby really, really hard and they have to get out into the community. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but like when they're doing, what is it called? Is it lobbying?
Like campaigning.
Campaigning, yes. So when they're campaigning, oh my God, that's so like uneducated of me. When they're campaigning, they have to be out on the ground in their areas. So it's like you would have like,
and they have to pay for it themselves.
and
don't
they have to raise the funds themselves. So they have to get people on board. Like they'll go to their local, like
Yeah.
if it's like their argument is renewable. So they'll go to all the renewable companies and say like, if you back us, like, or
Yeah.
whatever, or like the agriculture industries, they'll be like, if you back us, we'll lobby for you for this and this and this. Whereas Australian politics,
I feel like that's a better way to do it.
it is the only way that we should be doing it. Australian politics, right? They just take the tax money
Yeah.
and they go, vote for me this year.
Yeah.
And
I'm
once
going
a
to stick
year,
my face up on every Stobie poll.
that's it.
and hand
once
out
a
a
year.
million brochures with your hard-earned money.
Yes.
So you can vote for me.
Yeah, which is
maybe.
also really fucking not recyclable because those things are plastic. They're like coated in those plastic.
The glossy shit.
Yeah, so it's like, what? How did that happen? And how do they get into? It's like there's no.
No, but they don't do anything for us anyway. It's
Not
like,
that I'm aware of.
Where the fuck did Amanda Rishworth go?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Apparently
sure
she's in Parliament now.
It's like, a voice for the South. It's like, where?
Yes. What South, bestie? Because my South is like crazy mums who need assistance who can't get it because the government said no.
Yeah.
And camera turned off.
Fuck it.
Yeah, but just to bring it back around, I don't think there is anything, there is such thing as like a good
Polly.
Polly, good billionaire. I reckon they're all pretty cooked at the end of the day. And
You might go in with good intentions, but you're coming out corrupted, whether you like it or not.
yeah, big agree. Big agree. And I also think that it's one thing, like that being said, no, we've like touched on like consumerism being bad. It's also like, it's all some people have, you know, it is genuinely all some people have. Yeah, it's such a, I would love to know what everyone else is thinking.
And it's easy to get caught up in that rat race, especially like if you're working for the man.
Yeah.
You know, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. And then your escape is to consume. It's like, I deserve this. I've worked hard.
Yes.
But also it's just such a trap the deeper you think about it.
Yes. Which, if we all just became socialists. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. I'm not actually a socialist, Australian government, if you're listening. Okay, so I guess the last question for today's ep would be, does money buy you happiness?
I think to a certain point.
Because I think money can't buy you happiness, but money can buy you security, which brings happiness. Because once you're secure in like home, life, food, whatever, you have more room to be happy than if you don't have those things. Because it's like you cannot, if you're struggling and you're going week to week and you're worried about how you're going to pay your bills, there is no place for happiness in your mind. You will find fleeting moments of it, but you will always be stressed about those things. So I don't think it can buy you happiness. I think it buys security, which is where people get it twisted with money.
Yeah. Well, happiness is just a feeling that comes and goes like any other feeling. You can't obtain that feeling forever.
Because money, I could find, like, I could be happy literally sniffing a fucking flower outside and looking at a beetle, and that is free. Yeah. That shit's free. It didn't cost me a dime.
The best things in life are free.
Are literally free.
But money can buy security, which in turn...
Which allows space for happiness.
Yeah, allows space for happiness, for freedom, for...
Yeah.
To be creative or get back to child self-like or...
But that's so important what you just said, which is space for freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, which is something that, what is work...
Yeah.
What is work if not just...
Because like we're here
it's
for an
big jail time.
Yeah. Well,
work is just big jail time that you get to go home from at the end of the day.
Don't word it like that. No.
It is.
Monday tomorrow. No.
Yeah, is it? Oh, fuck off, it is. Dude, I thought it was on Friday still.
Oh, I gotta go to school.
No.
No, but it is.
School,
and
back to school.
But we're only here once.
Yeah.
The best things in life are free. If we were all like, if money didn't exist, or if this was like a big game of Monopoly and we all started out with $1 million each.
Yes. Which I've also heard somebody say, this is the funniest thing. Somebody said if you never buy a property, like if everyone playing Monopoly never buys a property, everyone wins because you just keep getting money.
Yeah.
So
True. But yeah, I don't think money buys happiness, but it can buy you freedom. And that gives you more time to hang out with your friends, to hang out with your loved ones, to go fishing, to enjoy a beer at the pub, to enjoy a summer's evening at the beach with your dogs, with your family.
Sit in the sun
like
and
that is what brings happiness. And if we didn't have to get up in this rat race and be like, you have to work 5 days a week to then have 2 days to enjoy somewhat freedom. But your freedom is limited.
Yes.
Depends what you do for a living throughout that week.
Yes. Yeah, because it's like if you can't afford that freedom, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your weekend doesn't matter.
You got to work on the weekend.
Yep.
So...
Well, if not, you're always working up here, right? Because then you're stressed all the time about everything else. It's like you can't afford to go out and do anything on the weekend.
Yeah, I've just busted my ass for the week, but I don't have enough petrol to get to the beach.
Yeah. Those are some big sips.
Yeah,
Those are some
sippies.
big sippies. Fucking A.
Yeah. Just do your best, I guess.
Yeah, do your best. Remember, it's a rat race. Everyone's playing the same game.
Yeah.
Hold your loved ones close. Mm-hmm. Remember that your time is the most valuable currency you have.
Definitely.
The most valuable. Trading your time for finance is cool, but at the end of the day,
It's not cool.
it's not cool because you might very well be on your last breath and think, fuck, I've worked every day.
Can I just say, I think peak comfortableness, right? Especially with the cameras rolling and all that,
Yeah.
for me is,
Today.
if I can do my accents in front of you,
Oh, yeah.
hey?
Yeah, mate, we're friends
Hey?
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're friends now.
Whoa, look at that. She's comfy with it. Wait until I get you to do your first ad read. If we ever get ads for this channel, I'm getting you to do the ad
I'm
read.
so happy to do ad reads. I think I'd read them really well.
Do you know what it would... It'd be like, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Today's video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those are some big sips. All right, listen, you had a joke last week. Do you remember it? Or a riddle?
I've said the joke last week and I gave the answer last week.
Oh, you gave them both. So it's my turn.
It is.
Okay, this is going to be this is an easy one. What goes in hard and comes out soft and wet? Don't think too hard.
I'm trying to think.
Everything in me is trying not to say, your dad!
I literally clocked Pedro. I was like, Pedro Pascal.
One day, no. Pasta. Hard.
Yeah. A noodle.
A noodle. Don't look at Pedro that. I'm going to have to move him out of this room.
He's looking at me. Why are you always looking at me?
Get a grip! He's looking at me.
I think I'm actually blushing.
Yeah, me too. It's hard. I was getting ready in here this morning and I clocked him and then I was like, damn, get out of this room.
Why are you so obsessed with me, dude?
Okay, you know what? We're going to do something a bit lighter next week.
Yeah.
We'll definitely give you guys a little happy ep and then
Little silly,
little
goofy girl.
silly goofy ep. Maybe we'll play, maybe we might even do our first night adult sip. Do you want to do our first adult late night sip next week?
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll make it we'll just do a fun, really... Do you know what would be sick is if we got Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
And we played Cards Against Humanity, late night sips, but each time we get a fucked card or something, we've got to tell a secret.
All right. Or sip.
Secret or sip?
Secrets or sip.
Next big sip is secrets or sip.
Boom.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that. I just want to dance. You ever just get really excited?
I just want to dance.
Look at me crunk.
Back cracker.
Yuck, I forget that there's a big one too.
Tina from Bob's Burgers.
You know what they say? White girls can't dance.
Don't, Pedro's looking.
Yeah, stop.
Stop, Pedro.
Bye.